Excuse me, I'll be heading in now. Good morning, my lord. Ah, you're already up. Quite an early riser recently. Your eye bags are getting even deeper. Any more and they'll be calling you young Lord Raccoon, since the resemblance is starting to become uncanny. I'm sorry, I jest. But why are you staying up so late? You know, sometimes after finishing up my evening duties, I'll pass by your room and see a bit of candlelight peeking out from under your door. It's becoming a bit worrying. I wanted to bring it up, but... Ah, a formal proposal? Oh, a formal withdrawal from the engagement. So, you're really still trying to break it off, then? You know your father would never go for it. Besides, it's already been a month since it was announced publicly at Lady Erin's ball. Do you think it would really work, this plan of yours? I don't really get it. Apologies, it's not my place to say such things, but... Well, I understand it was forced upon you, but... At least you were paired with Lady Erin of all people. You knew this decision was coming, and I even told you. You waited far too long, and you know that. I don't want to be harsh, especially not towards a person I cherish so dearly, but it was bound to happen, wasn't it? I suspect that your trip to the Lowenthals was nothing more than a mere check for compatibility between the two of you before it was completely finalized, if that makes any sense. This is all nonsense. Apologies, my lord. I shouldn't be... Well, if you say so. Well, speaking my mind and all, since I'm your friend, I'd say that you're in good hands with Lady Erin, if your plan falls through. In fact, I'd say she's your best choice. Although, of course, you have many. But, well, you know, she's bright and beautiful and caring and even the Queen's niece. What else could you ask for? I'm sorry. I know that your heart does not belong to Lady Erin. What was I thinking? I'm sorry. Will you continue to pursue that one maiden you spoke of before? Ah, that's what I thought. Well, I wish you the best of luck. As I've always said, I wish that you may wed someone of your choosing. Also, apologies for my earlier outburst. I've just had a lot of things on my mind lately. Yes, I've been a little on edge. Have you really noticed? I'm sorry to have worried you. It's nothing. Just my family being family, I suppose. Anyway, I'm just taking up your time. Let's go over your schedule for the day. Hmm? No, really, I'm okay. Just an off day, I suppose. Anyway, let's go over the schedule. Yes? Well, you have breakfast with your mother in the next 30 minutes. She wanted to eat outside in the garden. You scheduled a formal meeting with your father at 11. I'm assuming that's for the formal proposal? Well, let's hope everything goes well there. At 12, you'll be meeting with Master San for magic training. And, you have a very important meeting with Master Ronan for sword practice. It's not every day you get to train with a sword master, so be sure not to miss it, okay? Let's see. I believe that's all you have specifically scheduled today, so you should have the rest of the day to yourself. So, would you like to head down now then? Best not to be late. Not that you really ever are. All right. If you are in need of my services today, I will be a bit busy. As such, I've told Mistress Lincoln to assign a different maid to attend to you today. Alina will be waiting for you in the garden. Uh, hmm? Ah, I've been assigned to a very different part of the manor today. It's a very important job that's been assigned to me. Uh, hmm? Oh, don't worry about it. You'll see. Now let's get going before I talk your ear off, I wish you a good day, my lord. I'll be on my way then. Manea, calm your heart. That was tougher than I had expected it to be. I was practically unraveling there. Get a hold of yourself. You did what you needed to do. You spoke to him and you're perfectly fine. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Whether or not the proposal goes through is none of your business. It's useless to think about it anyway. He'll be married off to a more qualified and worthy woman than I, and I'll be married, living far, far away from the Erinome estate. Far, far away. It was inevitable. I was right all along. But why does it still hurt? Why does it bother me so? I accepted my fate long ago. Didn't I? I'm just wasting time. Let's finish packing while I still have the time. Well, I suppose it's almost time to say goodbye to this place. I've lived here for 10 years. It's really all I know. How will I fare living there? No need to think about it, Manea. You'll know once you're there. Don't think too hard about it. Perhaps I should have told him. No, he'd be upset, wouldn't he? But then again, when I disappear without a trace, what will he think of me? Would he miss me? I was his friend after all, and his maid if nothing else. Don't cry, Manea. He'll be happy, all the same. Perhaps it'll hurt for a little while, but he'll be in good hands. He'll be happy without you. Yes. Won't he? Why do you second-guess yourself so much, Manea? The carriage should be arriving soon. Perhaps I should stand outside the front gate. Well, goodbye, my home. Goodbye, my lord. Perhaps someday I'll visit you once again. But for now, I will take my leave. My lord, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here. You're meeting with your father. Why are you not there? It's merely been a few minutes since the meeting should have started. There must be some mistake in the schedule. You should have been in the East Corridor. Why? Your father told you? Then you know? Yes, indeed. I did trick you. And yes, it's Earl Vettress. I've been engaged to him. I got the official letter no less than 2 weeks ago. No, I didn't expect it to happen so quickly either. It seems like Avari had failed to acquire an engagement with Marquis Rain. He's chosen to marry a different noblewoman. Lady Faye, it seems. She's in a much higher position than our families, and he chose to formally extend a proposal of engagement to her instead. My parents, they invested a lot of money into Avari. Her dresses, the accessories, even Avari's casual spending money was increased. As such, they lost out on an investment, and instead chose to give me to Earl Vettress. My dowry was small, and I suppose he found me pretty enough to take me. As such, I cannot refuse. He's a wealthy man and has taken me in for a good price. My parents said it was far beyond my value, but he took it regardless. Once we're married and I'm able to give him more heirs, he'll give monthly payments to my parents. It's a good deal, they told me. But that does not matter. What of the proposal? You've been working on it for ages. It's much more important than my departure. You need to go back. Now. Your father will only be more displeased with your behavior, especially now that you've gone and ran out. Please, you've stayed up for ages. Go back. I know what I said. I know the chances are slim, but your happiness doesn't depend on this. I don't understand. How does it hinge on me at all? You need to leave, as do I. Please, I must go. My carriage will be here very soon. I have to go. Don't you understand? You have a choice. I don't. There is no choice for me. Please go back to the manor now. Any choice but this, please. Don't make this any more difficult for me. You'll find someone to replace me. I'm merely a maid. I must get going. My family, they'll be waiting for me. I can't be late. Earl Vettress will be there. Please, they'll get angry at me. I can't have them be angry again. I do want to stay. Don't you get it? You know me. I want to. If I could stay here and serve your family for the rest of my life, I would. You know that, but I can't. Don't you understand, my lord? I have no choice. You know why I'm leaving and why I can't refuse. I just have no choice. I've just never had a choice in any of them. I just wanted to be the perfect daughter, to live up to their expectations of me. I've always been stuck following each and every direction given to me. I just wanted to be a good daughter. I've always wondered why. Why did they treat me so badly? What was the difference between me and Avari? Their colors, they're always so murky. They beat me, they cast me away, they left me all alone. They tossed me up into the attic, while Avari continued to live her life in a beautiful room, where she could wake up and breathe freely without coughing and inhaling dust each morning. Mother and father never even batted an eye toward me, not until they found a use for me here. Was I not also their daughter? Maybe they were right. I don't look a thing like them. Maybe that's why. And now, I have to clean up for Vari again. Now I must marry a man 3 times my age to pay for their luxuries, while I'm thrown away to an old man as a second wife. Nothing more than a tool again. Maybe once I marry him, they'll finally accept me, finally look my way. You're right. Nothing would change. Who am I kidding? They'll always view me as a tool. I never wanted you to see me like this. Why did you have to come here? Why? Why does it all hinge on me? I don't understand. I feel so weak. Why did you have to come here? I'm just a maid. I'm just a servant. A disposable person. I'm not important. Please, don't make me feel important to you. I can't take it anymore. Please don't say that. Please don't confuse me anymore. I thought I threw it all away. I thought I'd finally give it up. Fine. I accept this. I accept it all. I'm in love with you. I love you, my lord. I have always seen you more than a friend or a mere nobleman that I serve. You are my everything. Were my everything. I tried to stop it. I tried to stop my feelings for you so badly, but I knew deep down that I was only fooling myself. Each and every day, I was so pleased to just be by your side, being your confidant, your friend. I was content. I tried to be content. I tried. I really tried. I wanted to extinguish my dreams and hopes of ever being by your side as a lover rather than a mere servant. Our positions were all too different. You, the son, the heir of House Ladle of all things, and me, a mere maid, a hopeless girl from a noble family. Sometimes I daydreamed about being the daughter of a marquis or a duke. Maybe then there would have been some chance. Maybe you would have looked my way. My lord, what are you doing? Is this the hairpin? The one from the festival? I thought... But... Give me a second. No! Don't try to make me feel better. Don't pretend. You can't. Please extinguish my hopes. Reject me. Reject my feelings. Tell me that I'm just a friend, a servant, a nobody, no one to you. Please. I've rejected these feelings all my life. I'm not sure how to feel about any of this. Do you truly love me as well? No! How could I ever doubt you? I know you. You wouldn't lie to me. I've known you all my life. When? Was I truly such a fool to not notice this entire time? Me? I don't know. 3 years after I arrived, or so. I'm not sure when it was. I just knew that I loved you. Maybe being accidentally bonked by your practice sword too often messed up my head a little. I simply love you. That is all. But although I'm overjoyed by this all, I'm not sure what to do now. The small chance we had, we missed that window. You're engaged to Lady Erin, and I'm engaged to Earl Vetris. What do we do? It's too late, isn't it? What do we do, my lord? I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave my home. Can we really figure something out? Even if you give your proposal to your father, my status, it's not acceptable when they've secured a marriage with someone from House Targathon, one of the big six. My house is merely an offshoot of House Alasia, not even the main one. I don't know what options we have. No, my lord, do not suggest such a ridiculous thing. These personal feelings of ours are not worth it. They're not worth your title. I don't know if I can stand to see you simply cast it all away. I know it wasn't your choice after Anium had left. I remember how much pain you were in when he left. I know you felt betrayed, but you understood why he left, and you steadied yourself for the role of heir. You've been working so hard. I've witnessed it every day. You work so hard. Can you really simply throw it away? Just for me? I'm not so sure I'm worth such a thing. You could always take me as a second wife, if anything, since you're allowed to. But it's the best option we have. What else? There is nothing. I may not be your main wife, but at least we'll be together, and you'll keep your title, right? I knew you would say such a thing. You've always been a loyal person, and I wouldn't want to drag poor Lady Erin into our mess either. My parents, well, they would wreak havoc upon your family. They're greedy people. Unless you offer them half your fortune to marry me, they wouldn't even accept such a messy exchange. Well then, what do we do? We're both engaged to people. We're both bound to our duties. There's nothing more for us to do. I know. I don't want this either. But what choice do we have anymore? If you do not want to take me as a second wife, then what do you want? What are we supposed to do, my lord? I love you. I really do, but we can't just drag other people into this mess, can we? It'd be selfish. And I'd like to be selfish, but I just don't have the heart to. Even if I do love you. I'm sorry, my lord. It seems as if my carriage has arrived to take me to the Clark estate. I will always be wishing the best for you. I hope that you will be happy in your future endeavors with Lady Erin. Don't overwork yourself when practicing your magic and swordsmanship. You always go overboard and I get worried. It was my pleasure working for you and your family all these years. I will never forget them. Or you. You're the only reminder of freedom I have left. One final request. Please don't forget me. Please. I hope that I'll remain in your heart as a happy memory. I love you. I have and always will. You are my home. Well, I've taken too much time. Blabbermouthed as usual, it seems. I'll see to it that House Ladle receives an invitation to my wedding with Earl Vettress. I bid you farewell, my lord. May we meet again.